Oh, hey everyone. Today's episode, we're checking out and driving potentially my new home on wheels. There it is. All right, let's pull in here. There she is, even bigger than I remember. You know, this Bison Overland camper box, I love it, but it doesn't have a shower, a bathroom, a full kitchen, queen size bed, full dinette. That's all got that all set up, all separate. It's scary seeing it on this lot on the corner. I don't want anyone else to buy it. I want it. It's such a beautiful rig. It really is. So it's a Host Outback camper with 2 slides, as you can see, aluminum framed. And yeah, this is one of like 2 that was ever built in Bend, Oregon. Got covers for the slides. I'm excited to drive it. Looking underneath, the transfer case is really low to the ground and there's no skid plate. So you can't just go getting this belly up stuck on rocks and drag it off. I would want a skid plate. All right, we just got the keys. Let's go check it out. Oh, you guys, it's so massive and huge. So, kitchen first, triple burner, sink. Oh, the sink's like built into, I forgot that. Okay, a little bit of a soft spot there in the floor. We can always fix stuff like that. So many windows. I love this thing. All right, check out the dinette here. And then this big old fridge, windows everywhere. I just love the big kitchen. I mean, it is like more of an RV quality kind of build on the inside, but it's aluminum framed and it's Host. Host builds good stuff. This is nice. S-bar heater. Got a lot of, oh, Happy still got his granola and his green beans in there. Tons of storage, and then the bed's right here. Queen bed, comes through the pass-through. So when the slides are shut on this, you can't walk through there at all. That's one weird thing, kind of downfall about it. Also, when both of these slides are in, there's no room to walk. So the slides have to be out. They're worm gear driven slides though. So they're supposed to be super reliable, super strong, because off-roading and slides doesn't always mix. There's the Jeep. Super jealous that I'm here looking at this. This thing just makes a lot of sense. Like, I don't know. It's a really nice table. You can sit down, work. And for the price, it's epic. And it's just a huge house. All right, I need some off-camera time to think. Ooh, there's the master work spot. Wow. When the slides are in though, you can get through to the bed through the pass-through and just go to sleep. Plenty of clothes storage. Be cool to put a projector screen up there. Have a projector up in here. And then you're chilling back like this. But yeah, super comfy. I mean, look at this. We can see this older gentleman walking up here through the pass-through. This is cool. It's just like a ridiculous amount of room when you consider it's about as long as wide as my rig. Just takes up more height. The interior build quality is actually pretty good. This slide only comes into like here. Wood stove could go right here. Check out how much space is in here. Could fly free like this bird. It's like so much space. It's like, feels like a trailer. Oh, don't have to, that's kind of broke. Oh, he's still got his Topo Chicos in there from when I did a video of this thing last. That's so funny. Yeah, lots of fridge space. And then freezer down here. Look at that. Happy is the owner of this beautiful Fuso home on wheels. He said if I wanted it, he would take it off the market and hold it until I sold my Jeep, which is just way more than I could ever ask for. And this is just ready to go, move in ready. No 2-3 years build time like the last time. I really want to avoid that. I've learned a lot with that, and I want to share stuff with you. I love my truck. It is amazing. It is an amazing machine. And for what it is, it works so well and goes so far. But it is not this big inside. It does not have a bathroom and a shower, and that's become important to me over the years of dirt bagging it. And a kitchen. I've been cooking so much more. I can't imagine what I would do with this kitchen space. Actually, I can. I'd cook a lot. It'd be great. All right, so I would assume that, well, we're driving now. Wow, this wheel's down low. This is crazy. I was like, anything special I should know to Mark? And he's like, I don't know anything about it. So we're just gonna be figuring it out here, nice and slow. But wow, this is intense. We're super high up. So first impressions, I knew we'd be super high up. I didn't know the steering wheel would be so tilted down. It's almost like flat, which is crazy. But yeah, let's take it over here. We've got some hills. I think we're in like a manual right now. So I gotta figure that out now. It's definitely something you just gotta drive way slower than my Jeep. Like, my Jeep is so fun to drive, and that's why I built it, and it's so hard to give that up, you know? I mean, I enjoy driving this thing, don't get me wrong, and considering the amount of house that's on it. It really feels a lot like Amanda's van, for example, which is pretty crazy. Like, but it's comfy. The seats are super comfy. The bed's right there, which is neat to look back and see. It's a lot slower than my Jeep. It just doesn't have near the power that my Jeep does, which sounds kind of crazy. But even right now, like, we're on 25 and we're having to get after it a little bit to get up this hill. All right, we are officially on dirt. Seeing how this thing feels on a mild fire road. Certainly feels pretty cool to be high up. It's quite a jump up in there. But yeah, it certainly doesn't feel like you've got that much home back there, I gotta say. You guys, we've camped right here at this spot quite a bit over the years. Remember, it's got that little creek running through it. I had my Jeep over top of this once, and yeah, usually my Jeep's right here. We'll camp over there. But yeah, figured I'd bring her here for good luck. Camped here with Amanda too. This tree fell. That was crazy. Natter was camped right here weeks before the tree fell. So that was a crazy story. But anyways, what do you guys think of the Fuso? Drop a comment. Let's chat about it. I don't know. She's pretty awesome. I'm gonna hang out right now in the bed area and just kind of see how that feels with the slides closed. Open the slides. More of a crawl through. Pretty cool nonetheless. Oh wow. This bed's so comfy, even with the slides in. Like, this is really comfy. So I'm gonna put the slides out. When you get to camp, in order to access the rear door, you gotta move these spares out of the way. They can lower all the way to the ground, so you don't have to lift them up. I mean, that's pretty easy, all things considered. And then stairs. I do love the stairs. Whoa, switches are on there. I gotta follow it in. But yeah, you can see how much space is created when that slides out. And that's not even the other slide being out. That's just the one side. All right, check it out. We've got some of the curtains pulled from the windows. Look how nice that is. There's a window in the door there and a window there too. And I would take those covers off and just have it all opened up. And it's so opened up in the bed area with windows too. If you keep that pass-through cushion there, shove it up in there and some window shades and be private. This thing's just humongous. And the fact that it basically feels like Amanda's van driving it, and it's got this much space inside, is just unreal. We don't even have this slide out right now. This is just with this slide out. I love this thing, and I think, I don't know, I want it right now, but yeah, it's the trade-off. The really hard part about it would be giving up that super fun driving, wheeling. And this would be fun to drive off-road and wheel as well, but a totally different kind of fun. Like, you got to be really careful. All right, after a few minutes of getting used to the fact that it's not my Jeep, it does pretty good off-road. And I kind of like this flat steering wheel. It makes you feel like a bus driver. It makes me happy. It makes me want to smile and wave at people like, oh, doo-doo-doo-doo. This thing's pretty neat, you guys. I don't know. One thing I should note about driving it that is really impressive, it doesn't feel tippy at all. It looks tippy. Steering radius on this old girl's insanely sharp. Look at this. Do you guys even see how sharp we're turning right now? Like, this is insane. This lady's so awesome. Thanks. That lady's so great. She was running construction on this road for the last year that I've been camping up here, more than that. And she just always has the biggest smile on her face, and she's just standing there waving people on. And it's just such a cool example of just happy people, you know? Being happy. It's cool. But yeah, look, we got some construction going on the side of the road here. So yeah, overall, you guys, I love the Fuso. I just don't know. There's a lot of decisions that have to be made. Selling this truck is just not an easy decision to make. Not this one, but the Jeep, because you know, we had years into it, the build, and it just... But I learned a lot in that process, that buying something like this that's turnkey, ready to go for what you want in life at that point is great. Life moves fast, especially on the road. And I've had my Jeep 4 years now, and I didn't know that I was gonna have it that long, or I just was building for what I wanted right then and there. And I've learned a lot with that. You know, it is good to anticipate years out what you might be wanting versus what you've wanted for years. You know, just because you've wanted, like, I wanted to build a Jeep camper for so long that it just consumed me, and I ended up doing it. And the fact that I wanted to build it for so long was such a driving factor, but what should have been a more driving factor was the fact that I would want to keep it for so long. And that I knew that that's something that I would want for a long time. Because putting that amount of work in is just no joke. So anyways, lots to think about. Thank you guys for watching. Comment what you thought. Check out my Patreon, exclusive content, exclusive campouts, all sorts of good stuff at patreon.com/downtomob. You can support the channel, chat with me more, and even hang out in person. So we'll see you there. The only question is, are you down to mob the Fuso?